Yes, now I request poster number ENEST 160 to start the presentation.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, is the screen visible?
Yes, your screen is visible. Turn on your webcam.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it is on.
Yeah, it's not visible now. Okay. Carry on, carry on.
MS, you share the screen again.
Yes, sir.
Now screen is visible.
Sanjana, you can start your presentation.
Ma'am, to me it is not visible actually. The screen in which my presentation is there, it's not coming.
Your
It is
presentation
visible.
is visible to evaluators.
It's not to me, so actually the screen is there, but in that my presentation is not.
You click on the message. You click on the name the message. So then you will find your presentation on screen.
I am trying, but it's not happening actually.
If you have your presentation, you can just see
Yeah,
and
it is.
present
It
as
is.
it is to all.
Okay, you
It
can
is
start.
visible.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sanjana Yadav, and I'm from University Institute of Pharmacy, Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla University, Raipur. I'm here to present my topic. So can you? Thank you. My topic name is nanotechnology in the pharmaceutical sphere, contemporary approaches and therapeutic application. Nanotechnology is truly a multidisciplinary field that includes individuals from chemistry. So I need to from chemistry, physics, biology, material science, and engineering, all working in a collaborative manner to better understand and apply knowledge of objects that meet the scale classification. We all know that nanotechnology is completely, it was taken out to make our small particles and to use that molecular and the atoms to make a better compliance of the medication. So the nanotechnology and its advancements have given new direction to the medical science. Progress in science and engineering at the nanoscale is critical for national security, prosperity of the economy, and enhancement of life equality of for social as a whole. Now, when we talk about pharmaceutical technology, nanopharmacy and nanomedicine is a unique interdisciplinary science that integrates the knowledge of natural science and engineering with pharmacy and medicines to develop nanopharmaceuticals. Using nanotechnology in pharmaceutical field, drug delivery system are quicker and much cheaper treatments can be developed and reduce toxic side effects. The reason we have introduced the nanotechnology. Now there are the contemporary approaches. In this the contemporary approaches and practices to further engage the learners and enhance their abilities to apply nanoscale related content knowledge. It must be continually developed in order to for the United States to solidify itself as the primary builder of nanotechnology research and development. Shelley in 2006 indicates that the determined research and development for targeted nanoscience and nanotechnology has resulted in discovery and applications now accumulating in marketable products and are new commercial applications. As more products, for example, sunscreen, cosmetic, clothing, upholster, paints, bodywork of vehicles, computer components utilize nanotechnologies, it is the only matter of time until nanotechnology infiltrates consumer products. Firstly, the use of modeling and visualization associated communication technologies heighten student involvement and strengthens the individual technological and scientific knowledge and abilities to grasp technological knowledge. Now it is the nanomedicine and the therapeutic applications. In here, nanomedicine is an emerging approach for the implementation of nanotechnological systems in disease diagnosis and therapy. Here, I have mentioned some of the diseases in the target delivery application. That is the diseases and the applications. For example, the cancer, The cancer application is it targets directly the cancer cells. The nanoparticles targets directly the cancer cells. And in infectious diseases, it improves the antimicrobial activities of the drug. In autoimmune diseases, it highly activates antiretroviral treatment, that is HART. In cardiovascular diseases, it increases the bioavailability for vascular retinosis. When we talk about the therapeutic applications, there are many polymer-based and means the therapeutic nanoparticles. It is of three types. It is polymer-based, another is lipid-based, and another is non-polymeric based. Via using this, we prepare the medicines, which is therapeutically active. Also, there are types of nanosystems. For example, the polymeric nanoparticles, which ranges from 10 to 1000 nanometer. For the characteristics is like the biocompatible, biodegradable, offer complete drug protections, and its application is for the excellent calmer for the controlled and sustained delivery of the drugs. So I would like to conclude by saying that a key challenge for nanotechnology development is the education and training of a new generation of skilled workers in the multidisciplinary perspectives necessary for rapid progress of the new technology. And for this reason only the nanotechnology is being introduced to the medicine line. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, now I request evaluators to start the evaluation.
Okay, I'd just like to ask that the nanoparticles, which metal ions are used to prepare the nanoparticles, especially as nanomedicine?
So I didn't get you.
Which sort of nanoparticles are prepared? The nanoparticles are usually prepared using the metals or the mineral ions sometimes, right? So, which of those ions are used to prepare the nanoparticles? Do you have any examples?
Which nano ions you are asking, sir?
How are the nanoparticles prepared? Using what?
So we use different atoms and molecules.
Yeah, which
To
ones?
prepare that. So there are different particles and different molecules which we take up for the preparation of this.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking. That which ones? Can you give any examples? Okay, can you give examples of any nanomedicine, any marketed formulation? There are so many medicinal
Yes,
plants
sir.
also right now. Yeah. Okay,
Yes,
go
sir. There
ahead.
are, for example, there is. Yes, sir. That like for tablets, it is Minipress XL is a tablet, which
Okay.
is for the prazosin. Prazosin, which is a hypertension tablet. And Volmex tablet is also there, that is albuterol. It is used for the bronchospasm. Procardia glucoterol is also, these are the tablet forms. Procardia is for the nifedipine, which is for angina
Okay.
and hypertension. It is used.
Okay. Anything related to medicinal plants? Because there are many nanoparticle formulations which are prepared, even though it may be in form of research right now. But many medicinal plants are also used to prepare, the nanomedicine. So, can you give any examples?
So I don't really, I
Okay.
don't
Okay.
really know
No
about
issue.
the medicine plants.
Okay. No issue. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. What are the major side effects of nanoparticles?
Yes, sir. Major side effects of?
Nanoparticles formulations.
Yes, sir. Side effects, it can be, sir. Sometimes it creates the toxicity level to the patient. It gives toxic effects to the patients. Like for example, there is a tenuate dose pen was used before, but now it is banned because of its side effects to the patients. It is used for the obese, but with the obese, it was giving some other side effects to the patients also. Hello, sir. Like the problems, like sometimes, sir, the nanoparticles, It interacts with the blood vessels of the patients, also with the hypertension level also. Hello, am I clear, sir?
Hello.
Yes.
Can you tell me what is the dimensions for the nano particles?
Means the nanometer you're asking, sir? Like from 10 to 1000
If you are
nanometer size.
1 to 10,000.
10 to 1000 nanometer sizes are being used, sir.
I don't think so. That is maybe 1 to 100 nano.
So in polymeric nanoparticles, the sizes from 10 to 1000 nanometers are being used.
Okay, just give me examples for the polymers used in the nanotechnology. Can you give me names?
Polymers, yes, sir. There are many polymers which we are using. Like there are various categories. I have told also the polymer based, lipid based. So they are polymer based. For example, dendrimers are used, sir.
Give me only 5 examples.
Dendrimers, nanoparticles, micelles are used. Drug conjugates are used. Like for example,
Drug conjugate is it a polymer?
Yes, sir.
Drug conjugate is a polymer.
So,
you have
yes,
mentioned the name drug conjugate.
Say yes, sir. Drug conjugates.
Okay, and you have used the term that is pharmaceutical sphere. What does it mean? Pharmaceutical sphere.
Pharmaceutical sphere.
In your title, you have mentioned pharmaceutical sphere.
Yes, sir. Yes, I have used pharmaceutical sphere. That I mean to specify, sir.
Yeah.
That,
why you ask? Yeah.
So why that I'm gonna just say that in the pharmaceutical sphere means it includes everything, sir. Means the nanomedicines which we are preparing and the administrations which we are giving, the nanosystems, the nanopharmacy. So according to me, that is all about pharmaceutical sphere.
Okay, it would be like if it is a pharmaceutical sciences like that, no?
Yes, sir.
This is my suggestions only. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now I request, yes. Now I request Dr. Karthikeyan sir to conclude the session with conveying concluding remarks. Dr. Karthikeyan sir.
Yes, hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, so let's start.
Yes, sir, you can start the concluding remarks.
Yes. Good evening to all. It's my pleasure giving this vote of thanks on behalf of this Scientific Service Committee of PharmaNest 2021. First of all, I would like to thank the evaluators, Dr. Devan K. Pandya, the Deputy Director, School of Pharmacy, Anapati University, and Dr. Bharati Dasan, sir, the Chief Technical Officer, Biopharma Limited, Hyderabad, Telangana, and Dr. Kapil Kumar Verma, HOD of School of Pharmacy, Abhilash University, Himachal Pradesh. So, I will extend my thanks to all the evaluators who spend their precious time in coming and evaluating. They're given their own time, even their busy schedule. And I would like to thank Mr. Vikram Chaudhary, Director of, and also the patron of PharmaNest 21. And he is the Director of Operant Pharmaceutical Federation. And also, I would like to extend my thanks to all the coordinators and also the volunteers who've been supporting. And finally, it's not good if I not thank the delegates who eagerly participated in this PharmaNest 2021, and they made their contributions, they made their presentations, whatever they made their research outcomes, so everything. And I would extend my thanks to all the audio video supporters, especially Mr. Chetan Mehta and Ms. Sri Valli for their video presentations. And I would like extend my thanks to all the partners who've been there, who've been supporting this event, Pharmanest 21. And thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much, Vikram sir, Pharmanest, all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Kapil sir. Thank you, Bharti sir.
Thank you, Vikram sir. Thank you. Welcome.